Yo, what is good, guys? It's your boy Miklik. Welcome back to another Haikyuu video. And today we're going to be talking about the memories that will be coming alongside Akashi, Yamagata, and Semi. And this video, I'll probably be talking a lot about Akashi's memory, mainly because of the misunderstandings with the down mode debuff on Akashi's memory and with Akashi's skills, but also Atsumo's skills here. And talking about Yamagata and Semi's memory, in my opinion, they're just not worth getting. For example, Yamagata's memory, keep in mind this is all max level. It's not bad because any level will do good with an increase of 20% to the receive. And then whenever they use their ultimate, they will increase reflex by 12%. And there's obviously going to be better memories in the future, like UR memories. And I know if we're talking about the SSR standpoint, there actually is a better SSR lib memory in the future, like the Fukurodani lib memory, where you could essentially increase your receive and save by 16% max level. And if it's not a bad receiver save, it will increase 10 morale points. And also your allies power hit will not increase by 10%. And it's obviously way better than Yamagata's SSR memory in terms of team play and stats overall. And I know most of the time you're not going to be going for SSR memories because you might as well just save for the UR memories, because whatever UR character you're going to get, you're most likely going to get the UR memory. And this video is essentially what SSR memory I believe is basically the best out of these three. And I'm not telling you guys to get it because it's obviously going to be better in the future, but that's the future. So some people might decide to get SSR memories, especially if you're pay to win. But if you're free to play, it might just be a little iffy and you're like, you know what, I'll just save for UR memories, might as well. But either way, heading to Semi's memory, it's just a serve memory. And if you didn't get Oikawa's UR memory and you're going to try to build Oikawa just based off serves alone, then this memory will actually do it justice by a little bit. In my opinion, it's still not worth to get anyways, but it increases the awareness whenever the holder serves, and also whenever the holder does his ultimate serve. It increases the serve by 6.4%. And there could be reasons to put this memory on Oikawa if you're doing serve based. Then again, if you're going for pin server, I guess you could have this, but still as a setter standalone, I wouldn't get this memory at all. So heading straight to the Akaashi memory now, the main topic I wanted to talk about. I was actually able to find his minimum level, and he increased his stat by 6%. And as long as your side is in Team Morale Awakening, when the equipper sets, the spiker restores 4 stamina and gains 8% attack technique for that spike. And in my opinion, stamina is very crucial for this game. You want to keep your units on the core as long as possible. And if you're most likely putting this in a team where you could increase morale very quick, or you could get Akashi's S2 where he increases morale for every net crossing. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I don't remember. So his S2 is actually very good. And I'm basically saying you should only have this memory if you have Akashi, but he could actually still be used for other setters, because first of all, you're going to be in Team Morale Awakening even without Akashi anyways, and when you do get into Morale Awakening, you will get 4 stamina and 8% attack technique for the spike, and also your setter will get a stat increase by 6%, and if you get to max level, it goes to 12% and 16% attack technique, and this could still be used among other setters, so it doesn't have to be stuck down with just Akashi alone. But if you do end up getting Akashi, obviously, just like most cases, the memory that belongs to the holder will obviously do better with it. But if we were to talk about pure power attack memory setter, it would probably be Shirabu's memory, because as long as you're doing a power attack team, Shirabu's memory will do wonders, because in my opinion, Shirabu's memory is the best SSR setter memory for a power attack based team. But either way, comparing these three with each other, Akashi's memory obviously stands out. But the main thing I want to talk about was that when the equipper clears the debuff, it also removes the target's down mode debuff. And if we go ahead and read Akashi's skill 1, when Akashi is on the court and an ally achieves a perfect block or a receive, all of the allies' adverse effects are reset, meaning that Akashi's skill 1 could take away Bokuro's down mode, but he can't do it without the memory. His skill 1 alone without the Akashi memory would not take away Bokuro's down mode. That's the thing that a lot of people got confused, because every time they see a skill that takes away a debuff, they most likely think that they could take away Bokuro's debuff. And that is the case if you have the Akashi's memory, because Bokuro's debuff isn't actually an ordinary debuff. It's a character specific debuff, and I know it still says debuff in the name, but that's just how it's coded. But I actually don't know exactly the fully reasoning. I just know it's character specific to his mode and his skill, so it doesn't count as a regular debuff. So you need Akashi's memory that specifically says it also removes the target's down mode debuff. So again, if we talk about Atsumo, he also removes all debuffs of the player who spikes, which is actually very good. And you could combine it with Bokuro if you have Akashi's memory, but without that, I won't do anything for Bokuro. It would just remove debuffs that the opposing team gave them. But either way, that was the main confusion with the debuffs comparing it to Bokuro. No matter what skill a unit has, it needs to have the exact down mode debuff written down, or else it won't work. Hopefully that cleared things up. It's just a character specific debuff, and you need Akashi's memory to essentially get rid of down mode for Bokuro. And as we all know, and what I talked about in my previous videos, Bokuro's emo mode doesn't even last long, so this memory won't be that useful. And as Bokuro has his S4 and he's your main attacker, and you want to ultimate spike but his morale awakening end this, meaning he's in down mode, and then you're like, you know what, hopefully I could get his down mode out of the way and then I could ultimate spike. So it's essentially just, I guess, nice to have. But is it important? No, not really, because he just gets rid of it at the end of the rally, because getting the memory just for the download for Bokuto isn't worth it. But if we're talking about the set stat 6%, the team morale awakening with 4 stamina restored and 8% attack technique, I would say it's actually worth it, because first of all, stamina and then attack technique increase, and then you also get a regular set stat increase. So apart from actually the download, which is just a nice touch to have for Bokuto, the red part doesn't matter, but the rest does. And among these memories, Akashi's memory is the best here. So if you do decide to get the Akaashi memory based on the info I gave here, so be it. It won't hurt to actually get it. You just might miss on other UR memories, but it's a PvE game, doesn't really matter. Do what you want. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if it's actually short or not, because I end up editing the video and I cut up a lot of stuff. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to join the Discord. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.